Seamless plugin. Anyways, I got two videos I want to show you all today. And I'm going to have one uploaded to this TikTok that you might want to see. But anyways, I had two dream visions. Second one was about a snake. First one is pretty short, but I forgot most of it. Trying to go back to sleep. So anyways, I'd show you two videos real fast. Second one is about the Jews and a snake and a pigeon and stuff. This might be a little long, so you might want to skip to the two dreams that I had.
We have to get a bunch of...
Or take your time to, review this carefully. Because there seemed to be something going on. You think the majority of population is not fallen angel? You need to, clearly check yourself. Because you can look at them, you can heal them, speak. You can just simply understand that they are not human. And that they are here, not as foreigners, but ultra-dimensional. They have invaded. And it seems to be the few humans here, compared to the majority of population, are protected. And I got basically two dreams out of that. Probably I had another or extended amount of something I could spoke about, but I went in with these two things about those two dreams. One thing at a time.
Scientists to tell us that we're facing a threatened alien invasion, and then once we've recovered,
look at him.
Looks, there were no aliens, but look, scientists fake an alien threat.
Look at that guy. What the freak?
In order to achieve world peace. Well, this time we don't need it. We need it in order to get some fiscal stimulus. We have to get a bunch of...
Physical stimulus? Is it money? Or stimulus to create some problem? Regardless, though. Interesting.
As the Jews were praying in front of the great wall of West, a snake came out from in between the stones of the wall. As it was coming out, coincidentally a pigeon was right in front of it. Pigeon turned around and flew away.
Let me make sure that I make it known. I do not support Jews. I don't support Christians. I do not support death cults. Keep that in mind. I do not support death cults. I do not support dictatorship. I don't. Angels belong in heaven, and this was put to be for will humanity. But apparently, it's been taken over by the fallen angels. Satan had been throwing out Christians, believing Jesus Christ, his stage name, out of hell constantly. You can see videos about that. Jeez. They got a certain amount of holiness, but they believe in Jesus Christ. They get thrown out to promote the Christianity because he needs that circulating because he wants to try to battle Creator God. He promotes it to replace Creator God as someone of authority. Put Jesus in front of the Creator God, his stage name. The Antichrist is one who opposes him, like Moses did, opposed bad guys back in the day, which is most likely connection between Satan and those who followed him. People think that there wasn't a lot of fallen angels even back in the Bible days. It doesn't matter if Bible is real or not. At the end of the day, things happened. And it seems to be towards it. But regardless, though, it's a script that had to play out, apparently. And you've seen it right now. The delusional Jews, just like Christians, be delusional. They interpret signs, wonders, in a certain way. Their ideological way. I interpret it as, hey, see what you're doing? You're chasing the dove away because, you are toxic. And here's some other things I'll get to in a second.
The Christian scholars and the Jew rabbis say that the pigeon is the Israelis. We are truly in the dangerous...
No, the pigeons are divine. They ain't the snake. A snake hiding into that wall. Like, I get to that in a moment, too. I got a Bible verse. Genesis 3:15, if you want to look at it.
Times that directly precede the Messiah. A Hebrew said, just as the pigeon is...
Anyone who is in place of a creator God is false Messiah. Unless he had, stated, which I do not remember, that he gave authority. Like, for what reason? Saying that it seems to be a dictatorship. There is no speaking about humans versus the fallen angels into one body. Like they say, oh, it's a corrupt group of man who oppose Moses. They opposed Moses. But were they fallen angels? Hello? Like, is Cain fallen angel spirit? Because he ain't just, corrupted bodily, corrupted spirit too, because, it is what it is.
So long as it seeks shelter among the stones of the Temple Mount, the Jews are protected by the Torah commandments. When the pigeon comes out from the stones, or the Jews move away from the Torah, they are in danger.
Look how hard they try.
It comes after several other incidents at the Temple Mount, which have been interpreted as religious signs. 4 months ago, a large piece of stone fell from the western wall, almost crushing a woman who had gone there to pray.
Seems like there's some warnings. Turn away from the praying. Turn away from this craziness.
Mystic Rabbi interpreted it as a sign that the third temple should be built, because the stone fell the morning right after Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av is a fast that Jews observe to commemorate the destruction of the first 2 temples. Shortly afterward, a large cloud of dust came up from inside the Temple Mount compound in front of the Wailing Wall, and it stayed there for a few minutes. One rabbi suggested the dust revealed a conflict, a prediction of hard times for the Jews, after which they will be saved by their Messiah. The construction...
See, it's all about the body. Even Jesus is about the body, too. No talking about the spirit. Understand? Anyway, so now I want to talk about the Bible verse real fast. Genesis 3:16. I mean, not 16. 15. I meant. I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, Satan, or the snake, and you will bruise his heel. Yeah. It is mentioned in certain different ways, more like crush his head, and then only bruise his heel. The Adam line, by the way, the offspring. This one it says differently. They got different interpretations, but regardless, though, why did this one says, which is it seems to be older? Is it older than the new or King James, the new King James version? Why is the newer one saying something different? Let me check here. If I can. I should have had this up before. Let's see. New International Version. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between her offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel. See, now it said crush. And now New King's James Version that is well accepted. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. This what made it where it's like a virgin birth. You know, Christians would be like latching onto that bullshit, like, oh, Jesus. They talk about Jesus. And it shall bruise thy head. What? How do they go from crust to bruise? But it's a prophecy from Query God, so what? Not crust. Wow. Regardless, though, you can look it up yourself, right? I might put it in the comment section. You know what? I will for you all. So, alright, so right here, I'm going to talk about the dreams. So, first dream that I wanted to talk about, which is a second dream, is a snake. There are two rattlesnakes. There was other snakes to also, but I decided to not but like stomp. See, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, stomp and cut the head off, right? Usually you go for the head. I didn't see if I hit the below the neck area, you know, more the body, long neck. That's right. The whole thing is long. But you know what I mean. You know, it doesn't matter. You know, I stomped and then I cut it head off or neck, and yeah, it was like a couple inches. You know, I must have grabbed it. Yeah. So you know what? Tell you the truth, the length of the stubs, you know, the neck was when I gave it to the seraph. Oh yeah, I gave it to the seraph because there was a fine if I do not, though. I don't know why there was a seraph nearby. Maybe he was too scared of snakes. There seemed to be a bounty or reward for doing it, though. Maybe I was a local snake killer. I don't know. You know, making some money on the side. Rattlesnakes, by the way, and it seemed to be next to a park or whatever. I had my van next to me. There was someone else around too. But whatever. And yeah, I nicked it neck off, most likely because I crushed his head. Now I didn't see the head being crushed, like you know, destroyed, obviously. But you know, it definitely would look dead in his hands, or you know, he don't mind if they dead, but you know, he didn't want to go out and with his fat ass to, you know, kill the snakes himself or the wild snakes. And it was pretty dark out, anyways. So I killed two of them for you, and he looked them over. So I was fearless, you know. Why would I feel this? You know, it was a temperate climate. This is what don't make sense. Otherwise, or the only way otherwise it would make sense is if there was a flood in a low part of the United States. Now, I have heard some disaster stories, you know, with Florida and mid of United States. California also. Prophecy against California. You know, every now and again I told I'd say out loud to Quail God, yeah, you wanted to take the evidence away from humanity? Jeez. I don't know what evidence could be down below America, but personally, I would compromise if there had to be some type of destruction. I'd rather be near the desert areas. Make those flooded. So, yeah, I can see a lot of snakes migrating directly, indirectly, and probably dying out, or before they die out, they probably lasting at the kids, or what kids there are in certain groups. I don't know. But the first dream definitely showcased that there was massive deaths. Just trying to explain the second dream, like how it could make sense. Where there would be wild snakes, not in desert areas or dry areas. There were two of them, though. That's the thing. There were two of them. And there seemed to be a lot of migration of snakes because there was a lot of snakes in that tree, by the way. And I'm the one stomping on its head. Two of them, by the way. Wild snakes and cutting the necks off. Going for the jugular with my knife. My pocket knife. Which is my warrior's blade. Oh, because I couldn't get another damn blade. I tried buying a long blade. It got stuck in the mail, it seems. Wow. Regardless, though, first dream, there was a lot less people, right? And I wasn't as panicky. I was like roaming around and wondering, okay, what do I need to do? How I need to go about it, and for my humanity. Now, I would care to help my humanity out, not the fallen angels. And they are blissfully ignorant too of stories. I was saying to some of the females going by, definitely more than one, I suppose, but it's one particular though that I told you so. And I was in like an area just offside of a street in between a house and a garage. It was a small yard connecting the two, it seems. And saying, I told you so, I was calm. I wasn't like panicky and stuff, like, which is weird. You think I would be like, hyperventilating, and I wasn't. So I can see in a daze that is basically what happened. A lot less population. Only ones are protected is the ones that have the mark on the head. Quarter God seal. And I could totally see, slowly but surely that their destruction is imminent, no matter what. And humanity will be the only ones left. I can totally see that. Hope there is a way to rebound from post-modern system. Jeez. But regardless, though. There were these like Postman. You ever watch the Postman? Yeah. Like apparently there's a group of guys throwing on military suits, walking around, trying to grab some females. Apparently, you know what I mean. Local, by the way, it was like a local city. Don't recognize it here, but regardless, though, it's like a town, city. Could be here. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Regardless, though, yeah, they're doing a postman type of thing, right? Got a military unit trying to snatch people and put them through the army, but I pretty sure they're using the females as breeders or something like that. I don't want to speculate, but regardless, though, clearly they was at war with each other, and I was cool, calm, collective. I was waiting personally for all of them to pass me by. By the way, I wasn't minding too much for them as I was for my humanity. Literally. There was more to the dream, but I forgot it. Anyways, it seemed like I was the only one that had noble intentions anyways. Everyone else was like doing their own thing, trying to not wanting to shoot each other, and rape and pillage each other. They were trying their best to come up with some stability. Nowadays, a female would laugh at me, walk away, or giggle and walk away some more. If I said, hey, you see what's going on? Yeah, I could tell you so, and they would, laugh and stuff. But this one, was like standing there watching me, scared, witless. I could have been talking to my own humanity, and this is how, eventually we'll find each other, because apparently we're only ones that protected versus the not humans. Raping and pillaging each other and stuff eventually. Because that's what, they do. They're savages. But yeah, I find it very interesting though that it's a dream took place. I hope I said all this correctly. Well, the two dreams, but whatever. Part 1 and part 2, whatever. Oh, I'm a little sleepy. I need to move on some more and wake up fully. And I find it interesting, though, that certain events are pointing towards more so they are trying to invade. So, it's looking pretty bad for them because they acting more savage-like. And it's very easy for them to act devilish like that, apparently. Fiendishly. Versus will humanity. Because will humanity would showcase some type of compassion, no matter what. Even, like, how would I say, a murderer, will human. So, in a vessel, doing murderous things, will be able to actually truly repent versus these bastards, I swear. I'd say, if he didn't kill his own, he did no crime, because he might feel like it might be a crime, but the end result is, killing these intruders, these invaders. Well, anyways, regardless, though, Pacifics we'll talk about. It would look like they tried to defile the human race. So group. Oh, it's insane. Till next time, I suppose.